Hello, good day. I am Jomer Escanque, and this evening I will have a presentation of a research titled The Emergence of Teacher Leadership in TESOL, an exploratory study of English language teachers as teacher leaders in the Saudi EFL context. Now, I will be having a short analysis on this particular study, and without further ado, allow me to introduce this research or study. Teacher leadership has become increasingly important as educational institutions recognize teachers' roles beyond classroom instruction. Teacher leaders influence colleagues, school administrators, and the wider school community to improve teaching, learning, and student achievement while supporting overall school development. Although teacher leadership has been widely studied in general education, its presence in the field of teaching English to speakers of other languages, or TESOL, remains limited. Given the growing need for English language teachers to contribute to organizational success and address global educational challenges, there is a lack of research examining how teachers' leadership is understood and practiced in English as a foreign language context. Now, to the next. Now, to be able to know the objectives of this study, well, this research aims to explore the construct of teacher leadership in TESOL domain. So this particular study aims to contribute to the body of knowledge by answering the following research questions. First is, how do EFL teacher leaders perceive the concept of teacher leadership and their leadership roles in the Saudi EFL context? Second is the how does teacher leadership appear in the Saudi EFL setting and how role-related challenges are associated with teacher leadership in the context of ELI or English Language Institute. Now, proceeding to the theoretical framework of the study, it is based on Silva et al. 2000. So it actually consists of the three waves of teacher leadership, which explains how the concept of teacher leadership has evolved over time. Although the idea of teacher leadership was first introduced by John Dewey, it became more prominent during the educational reform movement in the United States in the 1980s. So the first wave viewed teachers as leaders through formal positions such as department heads or master teachers, where leadership was mainly top-down and administrative. The second wave shifted, so its focus is was to teachers' professional expertise, allowing them to serve as mentors, curriculum developers, and instructional leaders. Finally, the third wave, which is the most current perspective, emphasizes collaboration, teamwork, and shared leadership. In this wave, teachers lead through their everyday practices, work together to improve teaching and learning, and actively contribute to school improvement, and etc. So this framework helps explain how teachers' leadership can develop from formal authority to collaborative leadership that benefits both teachers and students. Now let's do the key findings that are reflected in this study. So the key findings of this study is that most of the EFL teachers were unfamiliar with the term teacher leadership, even though they were already performing leadership roles in their institution. So some participants with leadership qualifications had heard of the concept but had never used it in the English Language Institute or the ELI, while others believed it did not fit a highly bureaucratic organization. Now, the next page. However, after reading Katzenmeyer and Muller's definition, as the other 8 participants were not really acquainted with this term teacher leadership, the participants recognized that their responsibilities, such as mentoring teachers, facilitating instruction, coordinating programs, and supporting colleagues, closely matched the characteristics of teacher leaders. Another important finding is that the participants viewed teacher leadership as a more collaborative and supportive role than traditional management positions. While some felt their duties were still managerial because of administrative responsibilities, many prefer the term teacher leader over the titles like supervisor or coordinator because it better reflected their role in guiding and empowering fellow teachers. Overall, the study suggests that teacher leadership can exist in practice even if educators are unfamiliar with the formal terminology. And now for the conclusion. So in this particular section, the researcher explains that although the participants were not familiar with the term teacher leadership, they were already practicing its principles in their daily work at the English Language Institute, or ELI. This means that teacher leadership does not necessarily depend on knowing the formal concept, but rather on demonstrating leadership through actions and responsibilities. Overall, the main takeaway of this from this finding is that teacher leadership can thrive even in a hierarchical organization. By combining formal leadership structures with collaboration, professional expertise, and shared responsibility, teacher leaders can effectively support their colleagues, improve teaching practices, and contribute to the overall success of the institution. Using the framework of the three waves of teacher leadership, the researchers found that EFL teachers demonstrated leadership through managing responsibilities, sharing their professional expertise, mentoring colleagues, and collaborating with others, even though many of them were unfamiliar with the term teacher leadership. Now, to answer the reflective question, as future educator or a future educational leaders in English language teaching, we can apply these insights by creating a school culture that promotes resilience, equity, and innovation. We can build resilience by encouraging teamwork and supporting teachers in overcoming challenges together. We can also promote equity by valuing every teacher's voice and providing equal opportunities for leadership and professional growth. And finally, we can foster innovation by empowering teachers to share ideas, adopt new teaching strategies, and participate in curriculum development. Overall, the study reminds us that effective school leadership is achieved when leadership is shared, collaborative, and focused on continuous improvement. And that ends my analysis for this evening. Thank you for listening.